This is the last picture with both of my hands. This was taken from the video that captured my accident. And in the frame right after this, my life would change forever.
You need to get him out of here. With the brain. He's not listening. Get the steps. Get the steps. Levi, you're not going.
And after only 5 days, just 5 days after being married, I made a simple, stupid, complacent decision. Just one complacent choice. And it cost me my hand, an array of physical injuries, and almost my life. And trust me when I say, I know what it feels like to suffer pain. I know what it feels like to think that you have completely ruined your life and feel as though there's no way out. But the truth is, there is always a choice. In any circumstance, there is always something you can control.
Nobody's gonna tell me how to live today. I'm singing, hoorah, this is my life. I'm gonna live in the moment, not in yesterday. Singing, hoorah, this is my life. Come on, everybody, it's time to see. We only got one life when I live it free. I'm being true to myself no matter what they say. Singing, hoorah, this is my life.
So I want you guys to repeat after me. Procrastination is an awful thing. It only brings me sorrow. But I can change at any time. Perhaps I will tomorrow. No, today. Come on. Come on, today, not tomorrow. And the first question that you've got to ask yourself before you make that decision is it worth it? Are the consequences that I could get from this worth what I'm trying to achieve? And there's always two things you got to take into consideration. One, how does it affect me personally? And two, how does it affect others? When we are making these decisions based off our emotions and not critical thinking, we don't take into consideration how it can affect our lives, but the lives of others. This guy's, whoa, that's amazing. And I just let him have it. I'm sure to this day he's probably researching. So I went out and I made myself my own clapper. That way I can join right in and I can now give you a hand.
Swinging there like that. Now, it wasn't a big deal except I hear this scream. I turn around and I'm like, ah! Take off running, like run downstairs and be like, hey! You put that back right now. Get out of my house. Like, he's gonna take this seriously, right?
So many of us are going to be faced with situations where we feel like we can't do it. We don't have the strength to overcome. And you're right. You don't have the strength right now. But that's just it. Resiliency isn't about having the strength right now to bridge that gap from where you are to where you want to be. Resiliency is a choice. It's choosing to take the next step. I had this feeling that flooded in and it said, you know what, Levi? You don't have a left hand, but you have a right hand. You may be having a hard time seeing and hearing, but you can see and hear. You may be having a hard time breathing, but guess what? You're breathing. You're alive. What are you complaining about? Life is good.
Nobody's gonna tell me how to live today. I'm singing, hoorah, this is my life. I'm gonna live in the moment, not in